Levi here, and I wanted to make a really quick video and just sort of update the last couple of videos I've made talking about Questrade and how they compare to other brokerage platforms. Because as many of you might have saw, whether it's through emails or just even on the Super Bowl commercial, Questrade announced they are moving to 0% trade commissions. This is obviously a really big move, and that's sort of been the big differentiator between Questrade and a lot of the other platforms. So again, just wanted to make a really quick video and talk about some of these changes and how it's going to impact all of us Canadian investors. So again, just really quickly, as you kind of know, there is zero commission trading specifically on Canadian and American equities and ETFs. This is a big difference from the current structure where, while you can buy ETFs free, you pay to sell ETFs and you also pay to buy and sell stocks at about 1 cent a share, about a $5 minimum, $10 maximum. So this is a huge update for Canadian investors, which eliminates high trading costs and is sort of another move in the ongoing compression of brokerage fees. Wealthsimple obviously didn't charge fees, and a lot of other ones have been dropping over the past 10 years. So this is definitely another step in the right direction. There's also a couple other changes that have come as a result of this, most notably the fee changes for Norbert's Gambit. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video, but definitely stick around if you want to know how this will impact your trading strategy. So again, main thing, there's going to be those commission-free trades on all stocks and all ETFs. And this applies to all customers, regardless of your Questrade account type and whether you're beginner or advanced. And yeah, basically how it works, there's just no commission charges on any buying or selling stocks and ETFs. So when you go on there, it'll just be no cost. There is still a nominal fee for options. I think it depends on a few things, but you're looking at about 75 cents to $1 per contract. And this is going to have the biggest impact on anyone trading Canadian and US equities. And it's going to really help people who frequently trade and also those getting started with smaller amounts. If you just buy and hold ETFs and you kind of buy VU once a month and you never sell anything, this is going to be a pretty negligible impact. But if you like to buy stocks, get out of stuff, if you like to rebalance frequently, this is going to really help you out. So basically, how does the new system work? There's no hidden fees, there's no commissions, but obviously the buy-sell spread still exists. That's going to be exactly the same. Again, options fee, we talked about that. There is kind of that fee at about 75 cents to $1 per contract. And also, accounts are still free. You can hold USD in your account. You can create an account, maintain an account for no costs. And you can fund and hold USD for free. So kind of that big benefit we have with Questrade is those two account types, a Canadian and a USD account. That still totally exists. Benefits of this new zero commission structure. Basically, big benefit, no more commission charges. That's going to add up a lot for everyone, especially active traders. And this will allow everyone with a Questrade account to trade more frequently without worrying about commission costs eating into profits. This is especially notable if you trade in registered accounts because they kind of eat into your contribution room. If you can only put in $7,000 in your TFSA and you spend $200 on trading fees, that's money that can't compound tax-free in the future. So yeah, huge benefit. It's also really nice for beginners because they're not going to be spending those initial bits of money buying and selling stocks. A couple cons and limitations to these new moves. One, there is a Norbert's Gambit fee before that was free. If you check out my last video on Norbert's Gambit, you used to just be able to email them and cross-journal your shares of DLR over to the US exchange, but they're going to charge a fee for that because it's obviously previously free. That being said, you don't need to pay to sell DLR.U.TO. So it's pretty much a wash because I think the fee's $10, but you were paying $10 to sell before. But it is too bad they rolled that in and they're kind of clamping down on that a little bit. But again, kind of a wash, but a little bit sad to see that happen. A couple other things, spread costs, even though the trades commission fee, there will still be spreads on certain transactions. And then lastly, you're probably still going to have your ECN fees. So just watch out for that. Those are kind of the liquidity things. I'm not too sure kind of what goes into that, but that is something that usually happens, especially when you're trading larger amounts. And from what I've seen, that isn't going away. So again, definitely a positive move, beneficial for all of us investors, but a couple things to be aware of. Now, how does this compare to other brokerages? I'll probably get into more videos about this in the future, but how does Questrade kind of stack up against a lot of the other brokers that you might be reviewing? Wealthsimple, Interactive, TD Direct, whatever. In short, definitely makes Questrade a more attractive option. Personally, I already thought Questrade was the best, even though Wealthsimple offered free trading due to their massive limitations on currency conversion. Questrade was still a better option for the majority of people, but now being able to buy and sell Canadian and US stuff free, it's really just completely better than Wealthsimple. So yeah, huge benefit in the competitive landscape for them. And it more closely compares it to say a Robinhood or some of these US commission-free platforms. A couple other things to kind of think about: who's going to benefit most from this? It's going to be frequent traders. If you're buying and selling stocks all the time, you're going to get the most benefit. Long-term investors, definitely not as much. Couple other important features about Questrade that will make you might want to pick that if you're kind of watching this video, to just kind of review Questrade versus other options. I talked about it briefly, but they have the US dollar accounts. You can hold US dollars without worrying about account maintenance fees and currency conversion fees once it's in US dollars. Obviously, if you fund your Questrade account with Canadian dollars and then just flip it, you are going to pay their commission fee, which is like bad like everyone else's. And then Questrade, great trading tools, great resources. So definitely overall a great platform. And if you're watching this as a follow-up to my Wealthsimple video, definitely tilts the scales a lot more towards Questrade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We already talked about Norbert's Gambit. So yeah, if you guys found this video useful, make sure you leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. And if you have any questions about Questrade and kind of these changes, leave them below and people can answer them in the comments. Otherwise, hope it's everyone have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.